Oxford Languages defines purpose as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. The verb version of the definition offered is to have as one's intention or objective. With these definitions in mind, we can think of an author's purpose as the reason for which they wrote their literary work and their intention or objective in writing it. We can consider an author's underlying motivations by first categorising their purpose according to some of the common reasons for which literary works can be created. Let's take a look at some of the common purposes for writing a text. Common purposes include to instruct, to entertain, to inform, to persuade, or to describe. Authors can compose their texts for the purposes of instructing their intended audience about a certain topic or process. Instructional texts can include instructions with directions and details about the steps in a process. Instructional texts often teach us how to perform a certain task or how to develop a certain skill in a step-by-step fashion, for example, a recipe or instruction manual. These texts are often quite simple in form and methodical in structure. They are designed to build a skill or knowledge in a sequential manner. Literary works are not often exclusively instructional, although they can have instructional elements. More complex forms of instructional writing include didactic texts, which are written for the purposes of teaching the audience a lesson. Didactic literature often contains key moral lessons that the author sees as important takeaways for their readers, instructing them on how they should or should not live or behave. Examples of didactic literature include fables written for children, which contain clear moral messages designed to help them make safe and sound choices as they encounter difficult situations. Mythological or religious texts are also instructional in nature, providing clear methods, instructions, and frameworks to guide people in how they should or should not conduct themselves. Religious doctrines often instruct readers about which behaviours are classified as sinful or virtuous, offering a moral pathway that can be followed. The Bible and the Quran are examples of religious texts that offer didactic instruction to guide people's morals, ethics, and behaviours.